We don't choose the time, the place. We don't choose the opponent. Well, you know what I choose?
But I know every guy in that locker room is extremely happy.
They said he was too slow, too stiff, that he'd never survive a single NFL snap. They weren't wrong about the speed. They were wrong about the man. Landon Dickerson never cared about vertical jumps or combine times.
Cleans it out the game well. Makes a man miss.
I'm going Rhino on this one.
That's a moose.
A moose?
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it before.
He called you the Big Bopper. Do you have a nickname for him?
We go back and forth, so
He cared about violence, about the kind of power that comes from pain. A small-town lineman built from concrete and stubbornness. He didn't look like an athlete. He looked like someone you'd call to move your couch, then realize he could move the whole house. Hickory, North Carolina. Population small, dreams bigger. Landon was the kid coaches never knew how to use. Too heavy for defense, too slow for tight end. So he found his home in the trenches. He fell in love with the part of football no one wants. The collisions, the bruises, the noise. By high school, he was already 6 feet 6 inches and over 300 pounds, but scouts only saw what he wasn't. No quick feet, no burst, no athletic ceiling. Recruiting calls never came. He watched classmates sign with Alabama, Clemson, Georgia. He waited, lifted, and kept hitting the sled until the frame bent. Finally, a late cycle offer came from Florida State. Not a miracle, but a chance. He packed his bag and told his parents, "They'll remember my name, one way or another." Freshman year, first real practice against college talent. He explodes off the line, drives a defender 5 yards. Then his knee buckles. Pop season over, surgery, rehab comeback. Second year, stronger, smarter, hungrier, until it happens again. Opposite knee this time. Reporters stop saying future star. They start saying injury prone. He sits in a dark training room, ice on both legs, watching teammates play on TV. And somewhere between frustration and fury, he decides, if he ever gets back on the field, he'll play like it's his last snap. Every single one. After 3 years and 3 surgeries, he enters the transfer portal. Most schools don't even return the call. Why risk a broken body? One man does. Nick Saban. Alabama doesn't take pity projects. They take winners. Saban watches 5 minutes of tape and says, he's not fast, but nobody plays meaner. Landon transfers. New locker room. Same doubts. Teammates whisper, that's the injured kid. He smiles. Not for long. Within weeks, everything changes. He's back in the weight room, setting records on squat racks. He's in film sessions correcting veterans. He's laughing, leading, and smashing through drills like his knees never broke. He plays guard, tackle, then center, whatever Saban needs. By mid-season, he's the heartbeat of the line. When a defensive lineman shoves his quarterback after a play, Landon grabs him, lifts him clean off the ground, and carries him 10 yards backward. Flags fly, teammates roar. That's when they start calling him Papa Bear, because when Landon's on the field, no one touches the family. Alabama looked unstoppable. Mac Jones, Devonta Smith, Najee Harris, but the engine was the man in the middle. Every snap started with Landon Dickerson's voice, every block with his hands. He was the calm inside chaos. Then, in the SEC championship, it happened again. Late fourth quarter, inside zone left. Landon pulls, finishes the block, and drops. No contact, no warning, just pain. The stadium went silent. Trainers sprinted out. He already knew. Another ACL. They loaded him on the cart. He looked up at the sky, tears mixing with sweat, and forced a smile. Fans chanted his name. Teammates tapped his helmet. As the cart rolled away, he lifted a fist. It wasn't celebration. It was defiance. 5 rehabs, 5 fresh starts. Most players retire after 1. Landon treated everyone like a challenge. He built a small gym in his garage, hung a sign above the door. Still can't move? Watch me. Every rep looked like vengeance. Every step on the treadmill sounded like an argument with the universe. Doctors said, "You'll never be 100%. He answered, "100's overrated." By spring, he ditched the brace. By summer, he was back snapping the ball. Again. Teammates couldn't believe it. Nick Saban just nodded. Told you he's different. April 2021. NFL Draft. Analysts read the same line. Medically risky. Limited athleticism. Second round. Pick 37. Philadelphia Eagles. The call came in. Landon Dickerson, welcome to Philly. He laughed, voice cracking. Guess slow and broken still works. Philadelphia doesn't fall for soft stories. It falls for fighters. And on day 1, he showed them why they drafted him. First practice, live reps, full contact. Coaches wanted him to ease in. He refused. Every whistle, he finished blocks 5 yards downfield. Offensive line coach Jeff Stoutland yelled, "Save some for Sunday." He grinned. "I've been saving for years." Mid-season, the Eagles starter went down. Next man up, number 69 jogged in. Commentators: "He's smart, but not athletic enough for NFL speed." First snap, perfect protection. Second snap, he buried a 300-pound defensive tackle. Third snap, a 20-yard run opened behind him. By halftime, those same commentators had changed tone. He might not move fast, but nobody moves him. When the game ended, veteran Lane Johnson shook his head. He plays like he's getting revenge on physics. By the end of his rookie season, he ranked among the top run-blocking guards in football. Pro Football Focus graded him in the league's top 10. Fans made signs. He can't move, but you can't move him either. The city that booed Santa now cheered for the slow kid with a broken knee. Reporters asked, "What keeps you going?" He answered, "Every day I wake up and I'm not supposed to, so I make it count." That year, he did more than survive. He earned respect, the kind you can't time with a stopwatch. By 2022, Landon Dickerson wasn't the slow kid anymore. He was the wall everyone crashed into. Every drive started with his snap, every success with his leverage. He turned the Eagles' line into a machine that didn't flinch. The same analysts who once doubted him were forced to praise him. Top 5 guard in football, leader of the nastiest offensive line in the league. And through it all, he stayed the same. Quiet, calm, polite, until Sunday. Then the switch flipped. Eyes cold, hands violent. He'd grin mid-play, talking just enough to let defenders know he remembered every insult they'd ever thrown. He didn't sprint, he didn't dance, he just moved mountains. 2022 season, the Eagles rolled through everyone. Jalen Hurts was protected like royalty, and every camera shot showed the same thing. Number 69, hands locked, feet steady, bodies piling behind him. Playoff games became statement pieces. Giants, 49ers, Chiefs, all felt the same rhythm. Snap, strike, domination. Every analyst kept saying, "He's not quick enough for that scheme," until he erased another all-pro tackle and walked away laughing. In the Super Bowl, Landon faced the loudest, fastest defensive front in football. But when the lights hit, he was ice. First snap, clean. Second, pancake. Third, hole wide enough for a truck. Every collision echoed his story. Slow feet, fast mind, unbreakable will. When the clock hit 0 and confetti fell, he didn't cry. He just smiled and told a teammate, "Not bad for a guy who can't move." Behind the scenes, coaches now use his film to teach young linemen. They pause clips and say, This is how you win without athleticism." Tiny details, hand placement perfect, leverage flawless, timing exact. He doesn't need elite speed when his brain is half a second ahead of everyone else's. That's his gift. Precision. He measures chaos, trims it down to logic, then crushes it with technique. Teammates swear he calls defensive stunts before the snap even starts. He just studies that much. And that's what turns slow into unstoppable. People still ask, how can someone that unathletic dominate pros? He answers, "Football's a thinking man's fight. You don't need to be fast if you hit first and hit right." His power comes from patience, his dominance from design. He treats defenders like puzzles, and by the second quarter, he's solved them all. One coach said it best, "He's proof that intelligence is athleticism, just slower." Landon Dickerson is more than a comeback. He's the quiet rebellion against everything football thinks it knows. No combine metrics, no highlight reels, no viral workouts, just mastery. He's the guy who showed that playing smart can look like magic, that heart and repetition can outlast hype. Every season he steps on the field, he carries every doubt, every injury, every insult, and turns it into leverage. He was never the fastest, he was never the strongest, and maybe he still can't move the way the numbers say he should. But here's the truth, when the whistle blows and the ball is snapped, he moves everything else, because football doesn't always belong to the freaks of nature. Sometimes it belongs to the men who refuse to break. They said he was too stiff, too slow, too broken to last a season. He turned that sentence into a resume. Landon Dickerson didn't just outplay everyone, he outlasted them. And every Sunday, when he crouches at the line, you can still hear the whisper from every scout who doubted him. He can't move. And the thud of every block that answers back. Watch me.